They asked me a ton of questions. I think I ended up spending like an hour in there on my very first visit. And oh, by the way, it was a lot cheaper than going to see these other typical primary care
Right.
physicians. Only difference was not only well that came out of my pocket basically because I got a high deductible insurance plan, but um, it's still the insurance wasn't going to cover it because they did my test. I still was in range. I came in, I think it was at either, I think it was like 547, 574, something like
Yeah.
that. And
Good one.
so for my age, that time, what, mid upper 40s, I was still within range.
Right.
But when he started asking me questions, how are you sleeping? Are you emotional? What's your appetite? How have you been? And this time asking me a question about do I work out wasn't a bad thing. He was like, okay, you work out, so how are your results compared to when you were younger? Are you finding it harder for you to lose weight? And I'm like, yeah, man, I feel like everything I do. Are you getting injured more? Yep. So he was like, all right, we're gonna get you optimized, and
There you
broke it
go.
down to me. And man, I was there today. We were laughing about it. For 2 years, I went in there every Friday to get that shot. And not because I was scared of needles, but I just love the environment. I love the atmosphere because for once, as a man, I was being treated like a man going in. A lot of people say, oh, well, men don't want to go to doctors. That's why we die sooner because we often don't go until we're in trouble. And I think there's some truth because it's often how we get treated when we do go. And I think this is a perfect example and why I wanted to do this show because there are a ton of guys that have asked me about TRT, but they think it's steroids or they think, man, I don't want to have to stick myself with a needle or they think they're doing something illegal or like, and here's the classic statement every man tells me. Oh man, I'm sure I'm good. I'm sure I'm good.